Nestled in the Rocky Mountains, Folsom Field in Boulder. Is there really anything better than immersing yourself in football all afternoon on a Saturday? And we continue with this one. It's the Texas Tech Red Raiders and the Colorado Buffaloes. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's say hello to our friend Holly Rowe on the sideline.
Nestled into the gorgeous mountains in Boulder, Colorado, Folsom Field is a spectacular viewing venue for college football. The new coach has it rocking and rolling. Folsom Field continues to build on their tradition of the Buffaloes football team. Guys, back to you.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. And the Buffaloes headed toward the ball, and we're ready for action. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Running inside. It's Dickey. Got enough for the first. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. Running game got it done on the last play. Now it's first down. Can't get him to the ground. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. On the ground, it's Dickey. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. It'll be 3rd and long. Back to throw, it's Hammond. Forced out of the pocket. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be 4th down. Guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th and long. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And the incomplete pass, they rolled the dice. Snake eyes. The Buffaloes offense takes the field for the first time in this game. Richard Young, transfer out of Alabama. Going to be interesting to see how they use him throughout this game because this linebacking crew can be exploited. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. The Buffaloes drawing. Find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Play fake, Lewis. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. After that sack, the offensive line better get its stuff together. Stuff, you know what I mean by stuff. 3rd down. Fires downfield. Finds a man on the left. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Young. What a tackle in the backfield. He'll lose 6 on the play. And here comes the offense on 2nd down.
Here we go. Ready. Ready, go. Ready, go.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Young. Worked it down to the 22-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry. Already well within field goal range. Wonder how aggressive they'll be on 3rd and long from the 22. On the gun on 3rd down, Lewis. He's going to take off. They'll get him on the ground, but he takes it all the way down to the 10. And the Buffaloes with the 1st and 10. Knocked down for the tackle.
Yeah, he he does a really good job being decisive, getting downhill, being a great runner. And guess what? You know how easy offense is when you get me at second and short, second and medium? Everything in the playbook is open to me.
Pocket breaking down. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat.
We've already seen the gifts he has, man. You've seen him dance. You've seen him rush, like really good speed. That's what we talked about coming to this football game, trying to get some negative plays. A better job by the defense there, being aggressive, getting to him, and getting the sack on that play.
Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. And this ought to be a chip shot from about 20 yards out. And this one is perfect. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
And he'll take that first drive. Like, you wanted a touchdown, but you gave the people here at home something to cheer about on that first drive. Move the football enough to get your kicker an opportunity and to put 3 on the board.
They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. The run inside. It's Dickey. Gets the nose of the ball to the 25, give him 1. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Off play action. Got a man, it's Carter. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. Guys, Colorado has the lead here as we get a look at the numbers so far. 3rd down conversions, always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. Fires to the wideout. Oh, he can't hang on. Almost had the interception, and this guy makes so many big plays, but couldn't come up with that one. It'll be 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. The Red Raiders, right after the huge play through the air, back to the line. Running inside, it's Dickey. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Pulls it on the option. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain. 3rd and 3. Looking downfield, it's Hammond. Here's a heat. He slides past the sticks. That'll be enough to convert the 3rd down. And the Red Raiders have this offense rolling. Looking for a crease. It's Dickey. Got enough for the 1st. And he's brought down after a nice gain. It's now 1st and 10 from the 24-yard line. Gets the back moving. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. He just got rid of the football. Not sure what he was doing, and they're going to get him for grounding. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The penalty pushes the offense back for this 2nd down. Looking to fire. Slips through his hands and incomplete, and they had everything set up for the screen except the catch.
Now, a lot of times when you see running backs catch the football, man, they've got a little bit of space to operate. That's great coverage. Being right there when he catches the ball to deliver the hit, to make sure he doesn't secure the catch, elite coverage.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Complete in the middle. He is stopped right at the 21-yard line, and now it'll be 4th down and decision time. They'll send out the kicker here. It's good. Easy call for the refs. And with that field goal, guys, we're all tied up in the early going.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Colorado offense comes out to go on the attack. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, Dan.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
Finds his man. It's Atkins.
When you can run routes like this big guy, you can line him up in the slot. You can give him some extra space to work and just let him find the open holes over the middle of the field. It's a good idea to line him up in different spots to help him out, but he's a big part of this passing game. You saw why there.
Covered like a blanket, and he still makes the grab. And the Buffaloes will have it 1st and 10. On the run, it's Welch. Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7. They won't have time to run another play, and we will take it to the 2-minute timeout. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Lewis. Oh, they're after him. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
And we talked to the coach about this last week. Were you worried about the ball security? Your QB put it on the deck last week. You can't continue to do that and survive, and he does it again, man. Make sure you're getting 2 hands on that football. Keep it tight. And if I'm the defense, man, I'm going to keep pawing at that thing. I've already got it out once. I'm going to try to keep doing it.
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Tight end in motion. See how the D reacts. The play action fake. Caught behind the line. It's Carter. Could not make his way to the corner.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the 1st down. Making side adjustments here. They're throwing for it on 4th down. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a 1st down. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31, and a big pickup on that one. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. To the air, it's Hammond. Fires to the big fella. Out of bounds, right at the 20-yard line, edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on a score. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. He's knocked down, short game, maybe a pickup of 3. That defense rallied to the ball in a hurry. Texas Tech will call a timeout. That's their 1st. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. So now it's 2nd and long. Now the play fake. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Red Raiders.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the 1st half. With the catch, it's Moore. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. Throwing, Lewis. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away. Running out of time here in the 1st half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Welch. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down. The Red Raiders want to stop the clock, and they use their 2nd timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this 1st half. Makes the catch at the 30. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. They'll have Just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Here's Joyner to begin the drive. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connors. The Red Raiders will line up to kick off and start the second half. No chance to return that one. A booming kickoff out of the back of the end zone. It's a touchback. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. D looks as if they're about to bring the heat. The run inside. It's Young. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. They feed him again. Might have a chance. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. Here's an opportunity for this offense in search of its first touchdown. It's 1st and 10. Here's Lewis to throw. Over the middle, it's Williams. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. The Buffaloes want to move quickly. They'll move the wide receiver. Play action with Lewis. Bringing the heat. Takes the easy completion. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. 3rd and short here from the 35. Might take a shot here if this is 4-down territory. Rushes on him. Plucks it out of the air. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. And the Buffaloes have it with a 1st and 10. Lewis wants to pass. Unleashes one. And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Buffaloes!
And, man, that is exactly what you wanted to see from this offense to start the third quarter. Like, the passing game, it just wasn't in sync. It wasn't where it needs to be. You dug yourself a little bit of hole, Palmer, but coming out like this, throwing, trusting your quarterback, putting a drive together, that's got to be a good sign.
And this is where the coaching staff really makes their money. When you can go in at halftime and switch things up and make the changes you need to make to your game plan to find that rhythm and get it established. That is such a great way, you're right, to start this thing. And now for this offense, it's about keeping it going and trying to stay one step ahead of the defense.
Hold it, finds his man on the left. Oh, he's got some space. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. Starting a drive like that really builds confidence. First down from the 45. Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8. 4 receivers set, 2 on each side on 2nd and 8. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. After the 2nd down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the tight end. They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they are on the move. And the Red Raiders are moving quickly down the field. Off the play fake on first down. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the right. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. The Red Raiders come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Wants to adjust the pattern. Back to pass, it's Hammond. Quickly to the tight end. Just slams through another one. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal. And the Red Raiders, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. take the lead here in the second half.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, knocked it right down the middle. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Lewis. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Hard running there. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. On the move. Pretty good job of running to get two there to the 32.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
Hunt is on its way. Takes it on the return. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. Send the tight end in motion. Off play action on first down. Tight end finds a soft spot. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Pressure coming. Buying some time. And brought down. Looks as if that's how we'll end the third. That's the end of the quarter, and Texas Tech is on top. They've done the work to build a nice cushion. Now to bring it home as we check out the stats after 3 quarters. The offense changing the play. To the air. It's Hammond. Makes the grab. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He lets one fly deep. And it's picked off. That's the turnover they desperately needed. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. Throwing, Lewis. Here comes the heat. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Motion from the wideout. Lewis on the play action. Under fire. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play. Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. From the gun on 3rd down, Lewis. He'll get rid of it. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, at the worst possible time. Got some room to run. Touchdown, Red Raiders! The defense putting points on the board. They extend the lead here in the 4th, and after stumbling early, about to push their record to 3-1.
In this kind of game where it's only one possession, one play could make the difference. And that time the quarterback got a little too greedy. The defender jumps in front, picks it off, pads the lead for his team. We still got a lot of football to go here, but that was a massive play for the defense.
The Buffs offense ready to begin this drive. So getting the ball back on that interception at least gives us, he lobs one high down the left side. And he's got it inside the 35. That's where they'll mark him down, but what a play there to pick up a first down. And the Buffaloes come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. Running inside, it's Young. Nice move there.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. They'll snap it from the 28 in field goal range, but it's 3rd and short. On the gun on 3rd down, Lewis. On the move, he fires. Snags it. So close to that end zone, he could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line. The Buffaloes headed quickly to the line. Here's Lewis to throw. Here's the pressure. Touchdown, Bucs! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And I think this is really the separators in good offense and great offense. Can you throw the football inside the 5-yard line with the tight windows? He can. Nice strike, nice catch, nice execution.
And that kick was perfectly down the middle. Returner's going to try to see what he can get. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Texas Tech will start the drive. The offense ready to go. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. Turning it on! And he's got enough for the 1st down. It'll be at the 35. So much for the tough field position. One play, and you're already to the 35. They'll ride the hot hand. Picks up the 1st down. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44. The Buffaloes calling their first timeout. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. Pushes ahead for 1. It's 2nd and 9. Colorado will go ahead and use its 2nd timeout here. They've got 1 timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. Might be calling a hot route. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Dickey. The Bucs now use their 3rd and final timeout. They'll have to navigate the rest of this game without being able to stop the clock.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
To the air, it's Hammond. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. This offense believes you are given 4 downs for a reason. You've got to use all of them. 2 for 3 so far today. On 4th down, going to the air. And it's taken away by the defense, and they desperately needed that turnover. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. Wide receiver going in motion. Lewis. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. Upstairs to make the catch. Goes out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the edge of the red zone right at the 20. Play fake. Lewis. Oh, no, the ball popped out. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
Well, this defense is able to put out yet another fire in a situation late in the game, David, where they're up. Nice job and great effort creating that turnover.
And it's a great stop by the defense. They drove the ball down the field a little bit, but more importantly now, I gave the ball to my offense. You go finish this thing. We're up. It's late in the game. Now it's your turn to go. You put some points on the board. You take some time away. We can put this thing out of reach.
They'll be perfectly content to go right back to the ground here on 2nd and 8. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up. The Red Raiders will call on their punt team. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. He'll field the punt and try to get some yardage. And the returner goes down. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Throwing, Lewis. Fires on the move. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up.
And how about the defense coming up with a big play late in this football game? Offense trying to put something together. But, man, they anticipated pass. They played with great vision in the back end, broke on the football, Palmer, and they called game.
Yeah, they had the lead. They knew the offense was probably going to have to be throwing the football to try to get back in this thing, and everybody's eyes on the QB. What a great job jumping in front of the pass. Forget knocking it down. Catch the ball, pick it off, end the game.
3rd and 10. Using his legs, it's Sticky. Makes it past the marker. And that will be the final play as the clock strikes 0 here. You want to talk